You're listening to ArTEEtude, a podcast with artists created and produced by Detlef Schlich, a visual artist and ritual designer, living and loving in West Cork, and best known for his essay about the cause and effect of shamanism, art and digital culture. Working in the field of performance, photography, painting, sound, installations, and film, he will dive and discover with us and a weekly creative guest into the unknown and exciting deep ocean of the creative mind.
This is Detlef Schlich, and today we dive into the deep and unknown, excited ocean of the creative mind with Zoe Szilagyi. It is great. It's unbelievable. The first part was great. Actually, we wanted to start already in the first part about her journey and everything, because she has a quite exciting life. But we actually discovered a little bit her creative mind and what brings her actually to the thing that she decided to become an artist, and her life was art, and she had a very lovely parents. They supported her in that as well, and that makes her very lively and so comfortable to still doing her art, and she's still doing her commissions. And people can buy her commissions if you want. And we had in the first part already a few little stories about that. And if you want to listen to the first part, you can just click in the description and you find the first part as well. Hi, Zoe. Great to have you here.
Hi, I'm happy to be here.
That's so cool. That's great. We finished the first part about, I don't say muddy modification, I say body modifications.
Yes.
And if you, dear listeners, if you can watch actually the video version of this podcast as well, and then you see those modifications, and it looks it looks great, and that's cool. And so there was one. You wait actually for two different body modifications, isn't it? One is
yes.
Something with the teeth. No? What happens there?
Yes, I will have two silver vampires' fangs. Vampire fangs in silver.
Vampire fangs in silver.
Yes.
And they come just on top or completely out of silver?
It comes. I will go to my dentist and he will put it on my own tooth, but it will be permanent. So I cannot take it down. It will be permanent.
So she put it on top.
This. Yes.
All right. All right.
I have a very nice dentist, and I give her a picture, and she makes it for me. So because I don't have the money for making it.
I was wondering. That is probably very expensive.
It's very expensive, yes. And
so you make a picture.
Yes. And
so
yeah.
Do you know already what you're gonna do in this picture?
Oh, she said any pet, because she likes pets, cats or dogs or whatever animals. So I will make her maybe a lion or a panther, or I don't know yet, but.
and she doesn't have animals.
Yes, she has. Maybe I can also make, but I already draw her cat, so.
Oh, right.
Yes. It was a crazy story, because I have very, very big fear of dentists.
Yeah.
And I also, and in Hungary, when you go to the to the state dentist.
Yeah.
They are very bad, and so I wrote on the internet. I made a how it says. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I write on the internet. I am looking for a dentist who will make me my teeth for money. I had a bad teeth. And
Yeah.
this woman
Yeah.
wrote me, and she said she likes my art, she knows my name, she likes my art, and whatever
Yeah.
problem I have, she will make it when I draw her a picture.
Oh,
So
that's
I met her, and
yeah.
now we are kind of friends. So
Oh, that's
yes,
nice. When was that?
yes.
How long?
It was 2 years ago, maybe,
Oh,
and
that's
and she's a very nice woman. So when I told her this vampire teeth, she liked the idea.
lovely. That's
Yes,
great. If you have a dentist as your friend, nothing can happen anymore in your life. So that
yes,
is
true. That's true. Yes, yes.
that sounds great. So
And
okay. So
after that, I wanna make a
an
eyeball
eye
tattoo.
in your eye,
Yes.
in your eyeball.
Yes, my eye, the white of my eye, one
Yeah.
eye will be purple, you know.
The white
Yes.
of your eye will be purple.
Yes.
People, that is actually a good band name. The white of your eye will be purple.
Purple. Yes.
So how
There is only one man who makes this in Hungary. So and but I have another friend who I made a very great furniture art for him to sell, but he couldn't sell. And I told him when he can help me.
yeah.
We both together pay because it's expensive. My eyeball tattoo, then he gets the furniture. So he said, okay. Because I cannot pay those things. It's very expensive in Hungary, you know.
But how is he gonna doing that? I mean, how is the
They make
procedure?
it's not a real tattoo. They make it an injection. It inject it with a
In
needle, like you when you
in
get
injection? Yeah.
they inject the color, but you cannot. They don't go very deep because then you go blind. They only
Yeah.
go.
It's
There is a very I don't know what's the name on your eye.
uh,
It's the
um.
surface of your eye. There is a
There is
uh,
the first liquid.
yes,
So
and they go under
net's
with
out
a
with
needle.
the net skin, the first net
Yes,
skin.
and
Yeah.
yes, and they put a little color. Then you blink, and the color goes, but it don't goes over your eye, only on the white of your
Not the
eyes,
iris and the pupil.
not the iris. No, 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 no.
So okay,
And
so that means that he's gonna injection that just once, and then you have it. Then it goes already then automatically
not
over the rest of
yes,
your.
he does one, not only once, but not it's not it's a few injections, but very small ones because if you do too much,
Yeah.
then your whole skin will be
Yeah.
colored.
I
So
mean,
you
but
cannot get
how?
too much because it's. But this man made already a lot of, and so
How,
I saw his work, so it's.
how can you learn that? How can you learn things like this?
Oh, I think it looks very great.
How, no, I mean,
Some people make it.
how can you
Yes.
learn? How can you learn this?
I don't know. He learned it not in Hungary. He was in somewhere in Europe, and he made because in Europe and in Brazil they make it very much. A lot of
Are,
people have this.
so
Yes.
so are the Brazils more in body modification?
Yes, there it's very crazy body modification. They also make very crazy things. So
For instance,
yes. There are people who let their nose cut off or and look like a reptile with tattoos and full black they make the eye white black, and cut off, not cut off, cut their tongue cut in two, and they are very crazy. Implants. I would also like to have two implants, like a devil, two real
Yeah.
horns, but it's too expensive for me now.
I mean,
I like those things.
you know what? I mean, I saw ages ago a report about that, so about how
Yes.
making implants, drilling a hole in your
Yes.
head and then
Yes.
getting
Yeah.
getting the silver things on top or whatever. And
I had a husband. He was a punk. He's already dead. He
Yeah.
died in 2007. He was a punk artist, and he was
Yes.
very crazy in the mind. Then we didn't knew about those modifications, but he glued very big nails on his head, and then go on the street. People were looking. He took nail glue and took very big nails.
I know
and
this
glued
nails.
it on his head, and he has like a real punk, with real nails, and it
God.
looked great. Yes,
I
he
mean,
was a crazy man.
I mean, it is unbelievable. It is. I mean,
Yes.
I can imagine it is
It's
like an addiction.
self-expression. Yes, it's a expression art somehow. For me, it makes a very big fun. It's like, also I love it very much, just like drawing or painting. I love it.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I must say, I had all of my life for myself somehow respect for tattoos, because I thought
Yes.
I didn't feel like a tattoo person, and I think you have to be very you have to love. I mean, one friend of mine, she was already as well tattooed from the body to the foot toes, and
Yes. Yes.
and sometimes I think, wow, I would like to have one, but then it has to be really something where I think, okay, it has to be a ritual,
Yes.
for me.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I mean, I am ritual designer, so I would probably combine that with a ritual if I'm gonna do a tattoo. Who
Yes.
knows? Maybe
Yes.
maybe I'm gonna get in my old age still a couple of tattoos, maybe my whole body if I'm 70.
Yes.
I don't know. It's
Yes. Why not? Yeah.
sure, why not? And as well, I philosophized a lot about body modifications.
Yes.
Because I wrote my thesis about shamanism, art, and
Yes.
digital
Yes.
culture. That means
Yes.
as well about transhumanism,
Yes.
and
Yes.
transhumanism is a lot about the enhancement of the body
Yes.
in
Yes.
order with technology in order to make you stronger. That means, I mean, it is actually the next step of body modifications.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, it's just the
True.
only difference is it's not for the aesthetic. It is for the enhancement to become different species, a mix
Yes.
between
Superhero.
between man and machine. I don't know
Yes.
whatever happens, but I was, as I saw this back to this report with this body modifications. It was, I think, in Brazil. As I saw that,
Yes.
I thought, okay, if people are doing that now, and people have this longing, this craving to do it, and I mean, I think
Yes.
if you want to do this, it has a reason, and I think the reason
Yes.
of self-expression is probably there because of the coldness in our society. This is you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I feel it really as an expression to show I want to feel some warmness. I want to show myself so I want to express
Yes.
myself. I
My
don't
inner
want.
self, yeah. I want to
No?
show my inner self.
Yeah,
I put it my inner self in the on the outside somehow.
yeah. I
Yes.
would say it is.
It's like punk, you know.
I mean, I just
Yes.
researched. I
Yes.
finished yesterday
Yeah.
the documentary produced by Johnny Depp about
Yeah.
Sean, the singer of the Pokes. You know,
Yes. The folks. Yes.
and I mean, especially it was very touching. You know, so I mean,
Yes.
this his background, why he did. I mean, he's still alive. He's now
Yes.
63, and
Yes.
Sean, if you listen to this podcast, you know, so maybe you're gonna get the painting from Zoe, and
Yes.
and yeah, yeah. I wish you for ever all the best. I mean, you did a great job in order to keep the Irish culture going, to show
Yes.
what it means to be a a, a motherfucking party maker.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean
That's
it's
true.
it is unbelievable what he did. So, but now we completely come from Brazil to to uh, to Ireland, and but back to the body modifications, and yeah, actually, so I was wondering what happens next after this body modifications, the next big thing, you know, and I really think, actually, as well, due to my studying the subject,
Yeah.
that body enhancement and that transhumanism is the next level of body modification.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we have as well inner body modifications. We have a pacemaker, you know.
Yes.
uh, if we have a bad fracture,
Yeah.
then we get a nail through the arm, you know.
Yes.
If now he
I also
yeah
saw interviews with Genesis P. Orridge. He made, or he made crazy things, you know,
who is it?
with from the singer of oh no, I don't know the Genesis P. Orridge from mm,
Okay, so
Psychic TV, and uh, uh,
you have to send me a YouTube link, and I will put it into the description.
he
I
was
mean,
a man, a punk singer, and
yeah,
he had a lover, a wife, and
yeah.
he transformed himself into his wife. He made like transsexuals, you know. They became one, just like one. He got hormones, and he gets
Sure,
boobs,
yeah,
and
sure. I
he
mean, that's
looks
that's
like his
that's
woman.
that's very common.
Yes,
That's
yes,
very
and
that's very common. So what did he
yes,
do? He became his own wife.
yes.
He
And
married.
his wife, he married, he looks like his wife, because he also became a woman, but not a real woman, because his man genitals stay,
All
but
right.
he gets boobs, and his face looked like his wife's face. And when his wife died, he's speaking. He doesn't say I do. He says we do.
Like what you hear so far? Make sure you never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now. This podcast is made possible by listeners like you. Thank you for your support. Now back to the
And he
show.
speaks always with we, because he and
Yeah.
his wife became one. So
Became
I like it very
became
much.
became
It's
became
very
one.
nice. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, I hope if you could put me the link from
Yes,
that
I will. Yes.
um that
He was a great singer from I don't know now. I know the group, but it doesn't comes now in my
Yeah.
mind.
I mean,
Psychic TV and what was the other group? I don't know. It was in the
Prodigy,
no.
Prodigy,
No, I like Prodigy, but it's not. He was a punk singer in the very early 80s and the 70s. And what kind of I don't know
yeah.
now the
I
group.
mean, yeah. I mean, if you give me the link, I put it in. That would be nice. I mean,
Yes,
you
I
will find
will.
it for sure. Cool. Uh,
Yes.
that's cool. I mean, I, you know what I like with my ArTEEtude podcast. Uh, at the end of the 3 chapters, it turns always in a different way than I thought before.
Oh, it's no problem. I don't think it's a problem.
No, it's great. I like it, and I see just we have already almost 20 minutes in the second part. So I think it doesn't make
Already?
sense. Yeah. It doesn't it doesn't make sense to start now with another subject like the journey of yours. You probably keep that for the third part. But
Yes.
but we
Okay.
yeah. But we still can speak a little bit about body modification, because I think it is
Yes, yes,
such a huge subject, and I mean,
yes,
cultural wise as well, it's very tribal.
yes.
I mean, if you see ancient tribes, the body modifications of ancient tribes is unbelievable. So that's
Yeah,
I
beautiful.
don't,
I love it.
yeah, I don't know if you researched in that a little bit as well. So
Yes, I saw a lot of them, you know, and I think it's very beautiful. So, and it also have a deep meaning in the
w-
tradition. So,
s-
but mankind, I think all humans made some kind of body modifications, but we
yeah,
don't even notice it. Some people say, "Oh, how you look like you have a
yeah,
nose ring and you have piercings,"
yeah,
but they also have earrings and they also have colored hair, and it's also body
and
modifications
yeah,
because it's
sure,
not natural. It's not natural.
sh- sh-
Also, the old lady who colors her hair, it's not natural. It's body
yeah,
modification
and
too.
that's what I
So
mean. You see, I mean,
yes,
what I mean is people speaking about things, and
yes,
they are often so hypocritical that they even
yes,
and there we're coming back to tribalism, because people think what they
yes,
say is the right thing, and
yes.
there is not just black and white. There are so many
No, no.
degrees of
Yes,
grays in between. But they unfortunately they don't see it. I mean that there are plenty ways of expression, and not the typically I wear my beautiful chain with pearls and that and that and that.
yeah.
I mean,
And a lot of women wear nails, not real nails, but porcelain or what. And it's also body modification.
yeah. I mean,
Yes.
I
Or
think it's
they make their lips big. It's also body modification. Or or their boobs get bigger. It's
get
also body modification. So
getting
we all do that.
silicon in. That
Yes.
too.
And
That's
even
true.
men who make, when men shave and they don't have no beard, or they cut their hair or whatever, it's all not natural. It's all a kind of modification. You change your look.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
sure. And
So
I mean, makeup comes actually
yeah,
from this tribal behavior, isn't it? I mean,
yes,
why do you put a makeup up as a woman? Because
yes.
it is a it is your
It's the s-
your social behavior in order
it's the
I mean,
same. Like
some do it to express themselves, and some do it just
yeah,
to impress the man. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I must say I had as well as in my younger years, I had my kajal and
Yes.
my makeup often as a
Yes.
youngster in my
Yes.
20s. I liked it. I really. It
Yes.
was in the 80s, so it was.
Yeah, the 80s. I love the 80s. That's my favorite time. In music, in art, in fashion. It's very, very great. It was a
it
great time. The
it
80s. Yes.
it was. Yeah, I mean, we
It
are
was.
almost in the same age, so
Yeah.
we had a great time in the 80s too. That's right.
The 80s. I'm happy that I was young in the 80s and not now. I like the 80s very much. It was very, very inspiring and very, very, it was great. I
So
like
so
those makeup and the fashion and art, in Germany also, the
yeah
expression art and
yeah
graffiti and,
yeah. I
crazy.
mean, like I say, I mean, I had a Dominic van Zenger two
Yes.
shows ago, and that's so funny because that is the reason why we met actually, because Zoe asked me on on she asked on Facebook in a crowd rock group, uh, what was the song of what did you ask? Can Jackie Liebezeit
Yes,
was
yes, and
a-
Holger
Af-
Tukai and Jackie Lieberthal, they made a song, but
yeah
not Ken and not Phantom Band. I don't know under what name they made a song which really sounded like African. And I
yeah
didn't know the title and I didn't know the lyrics. And I asked, what can it be? I only
yeah
know when, about what year, and how it sounded, but nothing else. And you wrote then.
yeah. That was quite funny.
You wrote
So
a
she
comment.
yeah, it was the right
Yes.
one, and I really I guessed it. I really hit the nail. So
Yes.
it was not Dunkelziffer. Dunkelziffer was the German band with Dominic van Zenger.
Yes.
That's
No, it was
unknown cases. So
unknown cases.
unknown cases
Yes.
is the actually the translation, the English translation
Yes.
of Dunkelziffer. I mean,
Ah, yes,
I
yes,
mean,
yes,
it's
yes.
not literally because
Yes.
Dunkelziffer literally means dark number. No?
Yes.
But
Yes.
if
Yes, but the meaning
the
is
meaning
yes.
is unknown
Yes.
cases,
Yes.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so they took unknown cases and
Oh, I was so happy. I downloaded it from YouTube in a different versions and was listening to
it's
it all
great.
night.
It's
I
so
love
great.
it.
I might put the link into the description as well. And Dominic was
Yes.
playing guitar on that as well. So, dear listeners, if you want to listen to the talk with Dominic, go back. I think 2 episodes before, so there I'm chatting with Dominic about his
Yes.
inspiration and his journey in art and music and his journey with Dunkelziffer too. And
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
so that
great.
was quite funny because that was the way how we came together with
Yes.
for our
You
podcast.
wrote a comment and then
Yeah,
we
I love
talked
my
and
podcast. That's
yes.
I mean, this in times like this, because we have a hard lockdown here in West Cork, and I'm living
Yeah.
very quite remote as you. It keeps me alive. That's good.
Yes.
That's great. And so, okay, before we already finished the second part, I would like to know about back to the body modifications.
Yes.
So you have now two in mind. That's your fang,
Yes, and the eye.
that's your eyes. And did you dream already on something different? If maybe somebody is listening now to you
Yes.
and who is a very special doctor, uh, a facelifting doctor, or a beauty. How do they call it again? The beauty scientist or
I don't
whatever,
know.
and he said, yeah. So I have a completely new body modification. So would you like to do that? Would you go maybe as a model for him as well? I mean,
Yes.
yeah,
I also like to have two little horns here,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
and elf ears. You know, when you make your ears like spiky,
yeah, like
your
Spock.
ears. Yes, yes, you can also make that. Yes, but that is too expensive in Hungary, so I don't think it's in
How are
the
they
near
gonna do
future.
that? They cut a
They
little
cut,
bit.
they cut a little piece and then sew together.
Oh,
Yes,
and then they saw it together.
yes, yes,
Uh,
yes.
but
I
it's
like it very much. It's beautiful.
very,
I
very.
also like to have splitted tongue, but it hurts very, very much until
Yeah,
it's healed. So I don't know. Maybe later.
yeah. It is dangerous as
It's
well, isn't
very
it?
yes, yes,
I
yes.
mean, I mean,
That's the
it's,
most hurting because I tattoo doesn't hurt. I thought it hurts, but it doesn't hurt. You don't. I don't know why, but I read a lot of about it and I saw also videos and it doesn't hurt.
okay.
You don't. It's but tongue. That's when later when it's healing, it's very bad. So maybe later. But first, I like to have two horns and my ears like Spock ears.
Wow,
Yes,
wow, 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 wow. Oh,
that's
like
great.
elves here. I mean, we have in Ireland,
Yes,
the folk, the tales. They are
yes,
the elves,
yes.
you know.
It's
So
beautiful. Yes, I love
wow,
it very much.
wow, wow. I'm looking forward to see that if it comes to that, and we probably. I mean, what I see now, dear listeners, we are already at the end of the second part, and we still didn't start with the idea to speak about the journey of Zoe, because she was on a journey with her parents on a long time, and I thought I could start already in the first part with that, but I hope we can
In the
start in the
third.
third part at least, that we get there in this interaction, so that you, dear listeners, that you learn to know the unexpected and creative mind of Zoe's, and where her inspiration's coming from,
Yes.
which is great. So I thank you very much for your openness and for expressing yourself and telling the listeners as well a little bit about body modifications and all that. It is great.
Yes,
I love it.
yes. It's part of my art. Part of
Yeah,
my art is.
it's part of your art.
Yes,
So
yes.
thank you very much. I hope I see you in the third
Okay.
part. Yeah.
Of course, yes.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. This is a listener-supported show. I feel honored if you subscribe this show. You can follow me non-financial with a following click on one of my Instagram accounts, or subscribe the visual version of this podcast on YouTube via the link below. If you like what you hear, be sure to tune in this Sunday for the third part of this ArTEEtude audio triptych. If you want to leave a donation for a coffee or a bus ticket, just follow the donation link via the ArTEEtude podcast account. Eventually, I would like to thank, through this medium, all my members and listeners of the I Love West Cork Artists Network from all over the world. Just to remember myself that without you, this here couldn't and wouldn't happen.
You have listened to ArTEEtude, West Cork's first art, fashion and design podcast. ArTEEtude, never so close again. That was too close.